Hello, everyone! And first of all, new episode is coming. There's a speculation that it can already come out this Sunday, meaning tomorrow, and oh boy, it means I must update y'all as fast as I can before it actually happens. Because before episode 80, Boom already released a very mysterious Skibidi Toilet stream titled Intercepted Transmissions, and it has just a ton of secret stuff to unpack. So in today's video, I'll tell you about all the secrets, Easter eggs, and early Skibidi Toilet lore references that I found in this stream. And also will tell you some very important news related to the upcoming episode as a bonus. Okay, so now get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video to the end. And be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. And now let's move on to the Skibidi Toilet news. And let's start with the most exciting news first. So, literally a few hours ago, as I started making this video, Ibio75 dropped the following message in his Discord server that was saying, "This live stream from Boom's channel exists because the episode is very close. You only need to wait 50 days or more." And okay, well, I'm pretty sure that the last sentence was in fact just a joke, because we know 100% at this point that Boom is making some really big changes in his approach to making new Skibidi Toilet episodes. And these changes will soon realize itself in new episodes coming out much quicker. And how do I know this, you might ask? Well, because here's what giant message Boom wrote in his official Instagram account soon after he created the Intercepted Transmissions livestream. When I started Skibidi Toilet, it was just me and my computer. Every shot, sound, and story beat was mine to figure out. Once it blew up, I locked in completely. I would wake up and start working, go to sleep still thinking about it, and do it all again the next day. Over 2 years later, this series has grown into a universe bigger than I ever imagined. Now with my partners at Invisible Narratives, I'm stepping into the role of executive producer alongside a full creative team to help take the series to the next level. I've worked with Invisible from early on, and they really understand Skibidi and why people connect to it. These are the people that built franchises like Transformers, and they've always supported the DNA of what makes Skibidi what it is. I'll be shaping the world and directing special episodes while also working with a team of animators to bring more of this world to life than ever before. It's a step that's about the growth of the series and myself as a creator. It gives me the chance to take on things I never thought possible, like developing a Skibidi event series with Invisible and building new ways for this world to live beyond YouTube. Working with a team is a new experience for me. As you will see, we will be producing episodes using a different set of tools than I've previously used, which means episodes can be made faster, better, and on a bigger scale than before. There are a lot of surprises in store, and I'm excited for you to see where things are going creatively. Just know that I'm grateful to you all for making this possible and for your support. You've brought Skibidi this far, and I'm excited for you to be a part of everything coming next. This next era is going to be peak Boom. All right, now that is quite a statement. And since Boom himself decided to drop a whole essay on us, let me break down what this means and what he's really saying under all these pretty words. So Boom basically went classic. Just one guy with a dream and a computer mode about his journey. And as a person who watched this series to grow from the very beginning, I say that's actually true. Skibidi Toilet started as a quirky side project for Boom, and then became a global phenomenon extra fast. But the key point here is this: Boom is no longer a one-man production line, and that is a huge achievement for him. He openly admits he burned himself out from doing all the work himself all day and night. So now he's stepping into an executive producer role, which being translated into normal human language means that he's the brain and other people are now the hands. What's also really important is that Boom mentioned switching to a different set of tools so that the episodes could be made faster, better, and on a bigger scale. Which basically means Boom telling us, "Yes, I heard you guys scream about episode quality slipping. Chill, 'cause we're fixing it." Because if we compare the episodes before Season 25 with the last two parts of Episode 79, oof, yeah, you can literally see the burnout. Backgrounds glitching, models stiff, audio missing at parts. And given that full Episode 79 didn't reach the heights Boom planned either, now he wants to switch so something completely different as SFM Tools can't satisfy his production needs anymore. Speaking of which, though, here's what message Boom's Discord moderator Crazy uploaded soon after Boom's own post. No more SFM. I guess this is a tribute to all the previous SFM episodes he made. And by it, Crazy actually referred to the live stream that we're going to discuss right now, as you know all the necessary context at this point. So the Skibidi Toilet stream started on the 23rd of October and lasted more than 40 hours without stopping, which is pretty ironic given that it was titled Intercepted Transmissions, though. And if we'd watched the stream itself, we could see different sets and locations being observed by different CCTV cameras that were present in Skibidi Toilet series so many times, while the eerie ambient is playing in the background as well. And in the description to this stream, we could find the following sentence: "Camera is online. Escalation authorized." It's also worthy mentioning that the description text got changed a couple of times too by Boom himself. For example, before that, the description looked like "Observation continues." And what's even more important, the next text looked like, "Assets used in the video may include, but not limited to, Steam Workshop, SFM Lab, and other downloadable asset resource websites, including non-source." Which basically confirms Crazy's theory that this whole stream might be a tribute to earlier Skibidi Toilet episodes. That's why we've been shown all these old locations, some of which can be clearly tracked to some episodes that already came out. For example, at the very beginning we could see an iconic location from episode 18, the starting location from episode 4, a restaurant where humans were sitting before being turned into Skibidi toilets entirely, and so much more. And obviously, I'm not going to point out all the old locations one by one because the entire stream consists of it. However, what I am going to point out, though, is what new locations appear in this stream, the ones we've never seen before, or what locations clearly looked like the sets from the earlier episodes which Boom changed in some way. For example, this is obviously the location from episode 78, and it looks like the battlefield in a state after the battle between the Speakerman's Armada and Astro Toilets already happened. However, there are not any secrets or Easter eggs hidden in this location, so let's move to the next spot. Here's what new locations were revealed the first in this stream, and they looked like this. The first seemed to be a completely destroyed mountain that suffered the Astro Toilets raid, as they were searching the whole Earth for more bases of the Alliance. Given the snowy location, I also suppose that we're seeing the place where TV Men's base used to be located underground, but after it got exposed by Astros with the help of Watchmen of Doom, it got totally scorched now. And by the way, as we started talking about snowfields, the second location clearly takes us back to one of Boom's earlier spoiler leaks, where we could see Astro Mothership hovering nearby the TV Men's base on Alaska. And I believe it's this exact location, only this time there's no Mothership model in sight, and the third location is the most interesting one. At first it reminded me one of the streets set on fire back in full episode 77, where Astros were chasing down poor agents in Europe who were trying to escape somewhere safe. But now as I looked closer at it, it seems like an actual location that appeared earlier in the series. Although for a short period of time, this one in particular looks like something from episode 61. And what do you guys think of it? Well, in any case, all these locations are united by one thing. These locations aren't entirely new. They already appeared in the series before either in leaks or the actual episodes, but they are still being visually modified by Boom. Okay, and the next modified scene that appeared in the stream looked like this. And now this is interesting. This is another location that could be seen in the series before. It's the destroyed TV Men's base shown from the inside. And this time we can see what happened after all the TV men got teleported away and the base was left abandoned. We can see that Astro Juggernaut's cannon that was achieved with such a great struggle before was just being left here on the base, although it's possible that TV men still managed to get some kind of prototype out of it or something like this, and fighting the Juggernaut wasn't in vain. And aside from that, we can notice that the entire base is on fire and cannot be possibly restored or brought back. It's lost for TV men forever now. Okay, and the next three locations were much more mysterious than the previous ones I showed you. The first one looked like the church where one giant Skibidi toilet served like a preacher to all the lesser infected ones, which was later infiltrated by the Terracotta Squad. Now we can see that the church is abandoned, but there is a lifeless body of a said preacher next to the stairs, And we can even see the halo on his head, which is pretty interesting. Now that I'm thinking about it, can this halo be an indication of this preacher's origins close to Astro toilets? Like it could be his variation of the rotating ring detail on an Astro's back. And besides, Boom also mentioned a long time ago that some of the giant Skibidi toilets from the earliest episodes could in fact be Astro toilets as well. So now it gives me a strong feeling that the preacher toilet could also be the one from the outer space. Okay, and the next location shown in the stream looked like Japan, where samurai agents with katanas were shown to us in one of the latest Skibidi Toilet episodes. This time we're not seeing anyone around though, and all we observe is the location itself set afire, just like the previous ones. However, what was really interesting though is the fact that description text to the stream got changed again once this location popped up, and it was saying, "Camera online, anomaly detected." So this description change was one of the earliest indications that this stream was about to get glitchy now, with multiple new artifacts, secrets, and Easter eggs from now on. And after that, we could see the location from episode 63, the one where the Dark Speakerman appeared for the very first time, as well as Plungerman piloting the glitched toilet's wheelchair. After that, there started to appear several visual anomalies, for example. The egg was spawning on the table in the restaurant scene from episode 4, and then respawning again. On a Japanese location, a flying chair could be spotted several times, which could be a reference to the Windows XP mommy. Some lights were turning on and off in the apartments from episode 18, and the colors of cars were also constantly changing in several different scenes. What is the secret explanation to all of this? Well, I think there is nothing way too deep, and Boom just wanted to test if any of his subscribers are attentive enough to catch such changes. After that, a couple of new locations popped on a stream as well, and all of them featured fire, empty surroundings, and a mysterious green light glitching the camera's effect. So basically, the longer the stream went, the greener this effect started to be. And that is not coincidental. The green light can also be linked to the secret agent's presence, of course, or Boom himself. And soon after that, something even more interesting happened. A green timer appeared in the right corner of the screen, and at first I thought it was an indication of the stream's length, but I was wrong. As it turned out, it was in fact a countdown timer setting us to... what? Well, soon after Boom, Crazy, and IBO75 uploaded their messages, it became more than obvious that this timer was counting hours and minutes before episode 80 release. And as I'm writing this script, the timer shows less than 30 hours before episode 80 date of publication, which basically confirms what I said at the very beginning of this video. The next episode is about to come out on Sunday tomorrow, which excites me like hell. And we also know that this episode will be made not on SFM Lab, but with the use of Blender and Unreal Engine, and I'm really intrigued to see how it all turns out. All these changes promise to be pretty significant, and they'll definitely set the Skibidi Toilet series to a fresh start. And besides that, Boom already changed his profile picture on YouTube, as well as the background image, which means that some kind of big rebranding is coming soon. And while based on Boom's previous words in his Instagram message, he is also stepping down as the main animator and becomes the executive producer instead, which means that from now on, all of his newer episodes will be made by another professional team, and the episodes will be getting released much faster and more regular now, while Boom himself has an opportunity to finally rest after years of relentless work. So, what does all of this mean for us Skibidi fans? Honestly, all the possibilities I'm seeing now are quite exciting. Its episodes coming out faster, better, and smoother animation, lore expansion finally, Skibidi Toilet becoming a full-blown franchise, Boom being mentally stable now, and peak Skibidi Toilet era incoming in general. And whether you're excited or terrified of the series going corporate, one thing is clear enough to me at least. Skibidi Toilet is evolving again, and Boom wants us to know that he's still steering the ship, but he's just not managing it all alone anymore as he used to. And honestly, it's about time most of all. Let the poor man breathe, please, guys, and let his team carry the work for once. We'll see how it turns out in the future. Anyways, are you guys excited for episode 80 getting released so soon? And that was all for today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, hit the like button below and also be sure to write a comment too. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel not to miss my new interesting videos. And that was me, ISOTOILET. See ya!